everybody. How are you doing today? So this is going to be a very brief presentation about your journey to success in this course. So pay attention and let's get started. So first of all, welcome to MGT262, Psychology at Work. I'm presenting this to you. So my name is Rafael Chiuzi, if you don't know me by now. And let's get started. And this stuff, it's important. I know it sounds like really blah, 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 but it's not, okay? This is what I want you to do in this course. I want you to increase your self-awareness, and I want you to expand your comprehension of human behavior at work. If by the end of the semester you learn those two, I will be happy. So because of that, consequently, you will critically reflect on how to develop, how to deal with coping strategies in your professional lives and in your personal lives, if I can be really honest. I want you to really design healthy and effective solutions for your life. Now, here are the learning outcomes. In other words, by the end of the course, you will have learned those four, okay? So you will analyze and categorize individual psychological process, and we're talking about behaviors, personality, perception, motivation. This all falls under the category managing oneself. The second one is you will identify and describe interpersonal psychological processes, such as influence, work behavior, and power in politics. In other words, managing others. The third one is you will examine and classify team and/or group processes, such as organizational culture, conflict, and leadership in an organizational setting. This falls under the category managing teams and organizations. So as you can see, we start from micro to macro behaviors, from 1 to 3. And finally, the last learning objective is you will compare and break down different business problems, and you will have to evaluate feasible business solutions and develop strategies using case studies and also the discussion boards, okay? So I want you to remember this screen right here, because at the end of the semester, this is what I want you to learn. Now, I promise you, by actively engaging in this course, you will further develop those skills: problem solving, interpersonal skills, critical thinking, and reflective writing. Okay, the entire course was designed to develop those skills in your portfolio. And we're going to do this through synchronous and asynchronous classes, and I urge you to participate in those classes. I don't want to sound like a boring prof just lecturing you about this stuff. We will use a lot of case studies, as you will see. We'll have weekly discussion boards and also some self-assessment instruments, okay? So this is how it's going to look like. You know, at the beginning, you know, it's kind of awkward. You're still trying to get a sense of the course. Now, here's my tip for you. Prepare yourself. Okay? Make sure you complete the readings before class and write down your questions, write down your insights. Feel free to provoke me in the lectures. You know, if you have any questions, just shoot them my way. Now, come to class with an open mind. You know, trick yourself into focusing for 60 minutes. And that's key, folks. Our classes are going to be just 1 hour long. Trick your brain into getting yourself focused for 60 minutes, and I guarantee you, you will have tremendous outcomes in this course. Now, you will notice some progress. As you are doing this, you will notice some progress. And now it's time to organize your routine. Remember, we're going to have weekly discussion boards. You will always have 1 week to complete them. Set up your calendar to remind you of all the deadlines, and familiarize yourself with the rubrics. Okay? We have a rubric for the case studies. We have a rubric for the discussion boards. This will be exactly the rubric that we're going to use to grade you. Now the fun begins. Now we go for the case study 1, and you will be doing that in groups of 4 people. Now, it's not going to be easy, but this is a learning process, okay? This is not the final destination. Now, guess what? The good news is you will be doing this in groups, and you will have a detailed feedback from our team. both myself and the TA. Now take that feedback, learn from it, and this is how you improve. Because guess what? When we get to case study 2, we're going to slash 2 people in your team and you're going to find a partner. It's going to be done in pairs. But you have learned from case study 1. You will be more comfortable now that you know the format and the rubric. Apply your lessons learned into the second case, and I guarantee you, you will be doing better. Now remember, you will get more feedback. Again, learn from it. You will also remember that discussion boards are going to keep going. So remember to always come back and assess your skills. As you progress, you will notice that your posts, the replies, the participations, they will get more mature and more robust. And this is why usually the grades keep going up in the discussion boards. Now, by now, you should be using solid references, you're backing up your arguments with evidence, and you're expanding your vocabulary, you're engaging with your colleagues more and more. This is a symptom that things are going well. And finally, the final exam is here. Well, guess what? No problem. You understand the dynamic. Remember, the final exam is also a case study that you will be doing individually. But guess what? You understand the dynamic of analyzing and responding to a case study by now. You have gathered a lot of feedback and you understand where some of the mistakes can be avoided. And you have practiced your writing skills on the discussion boards. You've got this. I'm setting you up for success here. Now, this is how you're going to spend your time in this course. As you can see, all of the learning objectives, they have a different cognitive level of demand. Now, 25% is going to be analyzing, case studies, data, information. 25% is going to be about remembering, and this is learning new concepts and retrieving them when needed. The other 20% will be a different type of analysis or a type of evaluation. And 30% is a higher order cognitive demand. It's about evaluating and creating new stuff. Okay? So this course was carefully designed to get you from point A to point B, being point A, a lower cognitive skill, to point B, a higher order cognitive skill. Okay? I trust you. Feel free to reach out in case you need anything. And remember, this is your journey to success. Bye-bye.